When they call my name, I am to say, the body is here, but not the corporation, Sandy. Workman, my Christian name. I do not plea or beg. Plea means to beg. What is your dominion over me? All right, now, here we go. This is Genesis 1:28. Dominion is not jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means to speak law. Dominion is the power to execute the law. It is unlawful to enter a minor into a contract. That is your birth certificate. My law is not the common law. It is the royal law. Webster says, we have a clear evidence. It is clear to you. There is a God. Don't let nobody take that away from you. There is a God. There is nobody here on earth but us people. There is no difference between the mafia and the government. The legal system creates crimes that are not crimes, self-imposed debt and punishment. All because you think you know better than God. The judges think they know better than God, and they don't. And the government also are formed to destroy God-given life and God-given liberty and God-given property. God does not respect persons, and our law only respects persons. No person shall drive a vehicle. That is what the driver's manual says, and the law. So I'll just be myself and I'll travel. You have to know the law, but you cannot read the law. Most people don't understand the law. They change the wording around and everything. It's crazy. But you can use the dictionary and figure it out. I have. Is there a law that says you have to obey the law? I don't think so. Only one law, and that is God's Word. By doing your own will, you are doing the will of Satan. So get away from it. Did anybody sign the Constitution? No, just those men that's already dead that they call our founding fathers. Mr. and Mrs. or anything like that is considered master. You must realize the prison of your mind before you can escape it. Most people don't want to look at reality and see it. The truth is simple. Mankind makes it complicated. Well, if you want complication, just put a man into it. You need to look for a greater mind than the mind of any man. The only freedom man has ever achieved is freedom from God. And we all need to turn back to God. You are to appear as God in His likeness, not be a God. I don't want to be no God. That's too much responsibility. The only false God there can ever be is you. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm just a living being. The flesh lives and the blood flows. Well, it's crazy. Let's see what the back of them. Alright. Content. Content means considered worthless. You are worthless. When a judge goes, I'm going to hold you in contempt, well, that means you're worthless. We'll put you in, kidnap you and put you behind bars. That's misusing the trust. I'm telling you. Life is the stage of the being that is the word consultation. In other words, life is in the state That's what the word constitution, that's the definition of constitution. The God they are under is you. These leaders all serve you. They serve you. If you go into a courtroom, you go in there with authority. We are the God, and our country is the idol. Think about it. I pledge allegiance to the flag and all the other crap that comes with it. God says 172 times, keep my commandments. And that right there is one thing we should have, that people should have done. If you can't identify the problem, what are you trying to solve? Wake up, you idols. Whatever made you think paper was valuable, you're an idol with that paperwork. Please don't feed that fear. I don't want that fear. I don't need that fear. Don't want it. Without permission to break the law, it would be breaking the law. It's against the law to know the law. You have no free will because you have no choice, because you have no knowledge. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. That's God's word. We are just people here on this earth. There's nothing else here. I mean, y'all can say, oh, we have ETs and stuff like that. I have never seen one. And until my eyes see one, I don't think I should believe it. I can't. It's hard to believe. All right, God is a spirit, and they must worship Him. Must worship Him in spirit and in truth. Law is the God of a wise man. We use the system that is nuts totally to figure out why it is nuts. That don't work. Instead of trying to figure out what the government is doing to fix the problem, turn away from the government and look at really what the problem is. I never signed not one thing that's saying that I'm responsible for all that debt. I'm not. And all of our supposedly forefathers, they're the ones that put you in bondage. The courthouse is the only temple of their money god. A god is a lawgiver. A god is a sovereign. And that's the true God. I do not see God, only the face of God, only the image of God. When you look at a person's face, when you look at your face, that is the image of God. Dominion is power to execute the law. So when you tell them that who has dominion? Well, you have dominion over you. Nobody can take dominion away from you. It's yours. All right, this Constitution, maritime law, and everything, all it is just mass confusion. What does God say? I am not the author of confusion. Don't be one above the law and the one under the law. Change your thinking, because when you change your thinking, you're going to find out you're going to have a better life. It's going to be rough for the first little bit, but it can be done, and it has been done, and will be done again. Love you guys. Bye.